Hey, Sean Demise with another video. This video is about credit hacks. Pretty much things you can do to increase your credit score from whatever stage it's at now. This video is primarily geared towards people with bad credit to show them, that all hope isn't lost. A bad credit is easier to recover from than a lot of people think. People think, once an account gets closed, charged off, you're stuck with bad credit for 7 years. The fact of the matter is, a bad credit score, for the most part, will only stop you from getting approved for top grade credit accounts. There's a whole underworld of, no check credit accounts that you can access and get approved for that a lot of people don't talk about. But let's jump right into it. Bad credit, things that you can do to account types that you can get with bad credits to increase your credit score is, credit builder accounts, credit builder loans. So what you can do is, self-lender is an option, selflender.com, check that out. You can go to your bank, ask for a credit builder loan, and what you're basically doing is giving the bank a set amount of money for them to report. Basically, they're going to create a loan account with that money that you gave them, and because it's because you paid them already up front, what they will do is to break whatever amount that you give them down to like 12 months and report that monthly as if you are paying on a loan that you have already paid off. And self-lender is kind of the opposite of that, where you don't need credit, you don't need no money up front, but what happens is once you apply to give you an account, say the credit builder loan is $500. Every month they put you in a payment, monthly payment of $50. At the end of 12 months, that entire $500+ balance will be paid off. And as an added bonus, you will get all the money that you paid into your self-lender account back as a check. I tested the theory myself, and fast forward today, a year later, I'm getting a check in the mail from self-lender. Also there are secure credit cards. There's companies like Credit Builder Card, First Progress, of course Capital One, Citi, all the other major banks that offer secure credit cards. Also through your whatever bank you have right now, 9 times out of 10 that bank offers some kind of secure credit card. Lastly, you have authorized user trade lines, or let me break that down. There's two different things when the word authorized user trade line is used. At a minimum, authorized user trade line is pretty much if you have a family member, friend, someone with good established credit, you ask them, can you make me an authorized user on your account? And then what they do is call their bank, do it online only, or whatever method they use to add you as authorized user to their account. Usually like the following reporting cycle, their entire account history will be added to your credit report. So, that help with things like your payment history percentage, also bill credit if you don't have any credit, and that's kind of like an instant boost as soon as that posts to your credit report. Also, they are paid season authorized user trade lines. So what you have is companies that pretty much pay people with good standing credit accounts, usually a year or two, to basically use that good credit to basically charge those slots. And I think authorized user, you can add up to 5 people a month, something like that. And you'll see if you there's endless authorized users trade line suppliers, and you pay for that trade line from them, and usually they'll post the expected date that the trade line will post to your account. The authorized user account will post to your account. With the paid things, they usually are, they have different tiers of authorized user trade lines. There are like short-term ones that's like recently opened, a year or two, and then they have the severely aged 10 plus years, 5-10 years. Also, there's a difference in balances. There's $500 limit all the way up to $20,000+, and all of that factors in based on number of factors, how much you currently over your personal credit limit on your personal accounts. If you have $2,000 maxed out credit, you basically need at least like a $2,000 authorized user trade line added to your credit report to get to the 50, and then you just keep going up and up and up to get that ratio to where it needs to be. Also, with that, on that note, you can send me a message about authorized user trade lines as well, because I have partnerships with authorized user trade lines, being that I have a credit repair company, and I offer a bunch of services based on your credit needs. Credit repair is deeper than deletions and deeper than deletions, charged off accounts, and different things like that. It's more than disputing. Credit repair is education, is strategy, is doing different things to, based on what your unique credit situation is, to get you in the range that you need to be to basically get back in the swing of good credit. Whether your goal is to get a loan, get a car, you want to buy a house, whatever the case may be, credit repair is me or another individual basically coming up with a game plan to get you to reach your goal. Moving on, credit hacks. The two biggest factors in your credit score is payment history percentage, which takes up 35% of your credit score. What is that? Every account that you have in your credit report, especially the revolving ones, so your credit card accounts, your loan accounts, things that basically report a balance, report monthly payment activity. The sum of all of those payments that you made in the existence of your credit life. How many times have you made late payments on any of those accounts? And all of that basically creates an average, a percentage, and anything under 99% will knock your score down. So basically, one late payment can knock your credit score down 100 points or so. And the thing to remember is, the better your credit is, the deeper the damage one late payment will make. And the only way to bring up that percentage, if you have late, are to, especially bad credit, once you have, say you made 3-4 late payments, then the account get closed off and you're in collections and all these different things, the only way to bounce back from that is to open new accounts, as many as possible, to multiply the amount of accounts reported to your credit report to quickly make up for those late payments and so forth, to get you back close to 100% payment history status. The last thing is credit utilization, which is pretty much how much credit from your available balance are you using. If you have $1,000 credit card and you max it out, you're at 100% utilization rate. Use 200 of that, you're at 30% or 20%. Rule of thumb is to always be under 30%. But the trick to that is, utilization rate is not limited to a specific account. It's the sum of all of your available total open available credit combined. What is the percentage of all of that combined being used? So a lot of people get that mixed up. They think it's the utilization for a specific account. So if you have a maxed out credit card and you pay that card off, your utilization rate still may be high based on the fact that you have multiple accounts. the rest of the things on your credit report makes up the remaining 35%. Things like new credit, your credit history, the age of your credit. That's how long you have had credit, used credit in its existence. And with the credit history, credit history will only go back 7 years. So if you had a 15-year-old account, the thing that will be reported on your credit is pretty much the last 7 years. Anything beyond 7 years, for the most part, will have no effect on your credit score. I'm at the 10-minute mark, and I hope that a lot of wisdom, knowledge was gained from this video. And lastly, if you have challenged credit, have issues with your credit, need a game plan, need help to get your score back to where you want it to be, would like to be, feel free to text the word credit to my cell at 443-707-6012. Again, that's text the word credit to my cell at 443-707-6012, or visit my website at failureisfiction.com. Again, that is failureisfiction.com. See you in the next video.